Hello all, now we're here with Simon Rusinek with Wealth Investment Executives. And Simon has 15 years in the financial management industry, formerly with Nesbitt Burns, has now chosen to go independent. And when he was Nesbitt Burns, managed over $250 million worth of assets. And he's going to get into why he went independent and what he can do with your money. So Simon,
well,
why'd you switch off of the bank? Sorry. Yeah.
Well, first thing, as far as going independent, the primary reason for doing that is I can add a lot more value to the client being independent. You don't have to charge as high a fee structure in order to support the bank's shareholder value. At the end of the day, it's about the client's net worth statement, not the bank shareholder value. So going independent allowed me to accomplish multiple things. The first thing is to get a better fee compensation structure for the client, and as well to get a better product that is more conducive to them making better returns over the long term.
Yeah, so because you found banks typically push you towards, let's say, a certain mutual fund and everything like that.
Yes, this industry is notorious for being very profitable, and the most profitable side of the business is by creating products and selling products. So the sales agents make a lot of money, and the product manufacturers like mutual funds and banks make a tremendous amount of money. Meanwhile, the client, who's sitting there taking on all the risk, is really the one that's getting the watered down returns, if any at all, at the end of the day. So that's one of the things I aim to correct in this industry, and I share the frustrations that people out there have, and it's something that we definitely want to remedy.
Okay, so AlexJWilson.com clients, typically they purchased their first home, or they've sold their condo, they bought their house, they're beginning to think of retirement savings plannings and all that kind of stuff. I know that you're used to dealing with large amounts of money. Like, is that some people you can help with in regards to while they're starting to build their own portfolios and net growth?
Absolutely. Now that I'm independent, I can actually do that. I don't have to take on a minimum of $500,000 or $1 million client in order to justify taking on that client. The second side of that, as I look at that client, as a lifetime value of that client, not as an initial sale. So I don't make any money on initial sales. I make it over having that client for 30 years. So the reality is I like to get young professionals that are just starting out. It's also nice because one of the most common stories I heard when I was at Nesbitt from prospects over the years is, I've been investing in RSPs for 20 years, 30 years, how come I haven't made any money? So now if I can get people earlier on in the cycle, I can remedy that from the start so they don't end up becoming that person 20 to 30 years down the road.
Mm-hmm. And now, because we've read in the news and everything like that, being an independent, I'm sure you've got this question. We talked about it a bit offline, but maybe explain to the clientele here. You hear about Ponzi schemes. How are they protected against Ponzi schemes?
Ponzi schemes, first of all, for anyone that got caught up in that, must have been a horrible experience to have. 2008 was good in one context, is that it washed all those people out of the market. In order to protect against a Ponzi scheme, the key is not to have everything done in-house. So, for example, when we open up accounts, I use National Bank as our back office and trust company for those accounts. That allows the money to be under the Canadian Investor Protection Fund, as well as monitored by the Securities Commissions. The statements the client gets is also from the Industrial Alliance, which is a third party from that. So nobody can coordinate and create a fraud if that is the case. And the third aspect is no money actually moves through my office. It all gets taken care of through the Canadian banking systems. So clients are always still in control of their own money.
That's perfect. That's great. And I guess finally, why don't you give me your contact information if they want to get a hold of you, set up a consultation?
Sure. They can visit me at www.Wealthie.ca, and Wealthie is spelled W-E-A-L-T-H-I-E, or I can be reached at 416-766-9428.
And for those that have Identicall, it actually comes up as Wealthy, so I get a little laugh at that. Anyways, guys, from AlexJWilson.com, Simon, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
For coming here and help educate the clients. We always want more people to make more money. Hope everyone's having a great day and making your real estate and investment dreams come true. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.